thinks it's a good idea to use the porta potty, the abandoned looking porta potty, next to this building. There.
You'll be fine, it's adventurous.
This year, we're going small in a big way. We're taking the back roads to find some of the coolest small towns in Arkansas. We're chasing scenic views, local hot spots, and the stories you won't find on a map. From hidden gems to hometown legends. From quiet main streets and historic landmarks to unforgettable food and the people who call these towns home. Every stop has a story to tell. This isn't just a road trip. It's a journey into the heart of Arkansas. Welcome to the Arkansas Small Town Tour. We've been camping at Willow Beach Campground on the Arkansas River for several days now. We're on the east side of Arkansas in the Delta, an area rich in culture, farming, and small towns just waiting to be explored.
The plan today was to go to Plum Bayou State Park. That was actually pretty much the whole reason for this trip. We were gonna actually drive to Plum Bayou for the day, and then we're like, well, if we're gonna go for the day, we should camp. And if we're gonna camp, we should keep going. And it ended up turning into a 15-day camping trip. However,
we waited until today because it's been 90 degrees every day, and today is 65 for a high, so a huge cool down, which it's in the sun when you walk around these mounds. We wanted to go when it was cool. We've done it in the heat before and it was miserable. So the first cool day, and we checked before we go in the hours, and we forgot they're closed Monday and Tuesday, which today is Monday.
Plum Bayou, I really don't know what the state park is officially called. Plum Bayou.
It used to be
Archaeological Mounds. It used to be Toltec Mounds, and then I guess they did more research and realized it wasn't the Toltec Native Americans, it was the Plum Bayou people, so they renamed it. Anyway, it's these huge earthen mounds that I don't think they were burial mounds, but some sort of ceremonial mounds, something like that. It's a really interesting state park, and we were excited about going. And I wanted to take you guys, but it looks like we're not going because it's closed. So we have a different plan, and I'm going to tell you about that, but first we have to take out the trash.
Today was the perfect weather day for the Plum Bayou sunny walk, and so I'm bummed that didn't work out because this day would have been pristine for that.
Keep right to continue on East Dam-Site Road, then turn right.
A barricade is something across the road that'll keep you from driving. We found David D. Terry Lake, which I'm assuming is just a dammed up or section of the Arkansas River. But we're gonna see if we can see the dam. We're either gonna see the dam or we're gonna get arrested trying to see the dam because there's barricades.
There was no turnaround sign.
No, it didn't say.
Let's see.
Please don't come. It just had that we saw anyway.
This is part of it up here.
Okay.
See, you're starting to see, I think, like the whatever the jut out is, right? That's on one side.
Yeah.
With the gravel and the metal. I don't know. Yeah, there you can see the lock.
Oh, it looks like.
Go right there and see what you can see down.
You may go down there?
Go right there.
Go right there?
Look
All
left.
right.
I think you can see something.
We'll go. See, we're used to camping like at Toadsuck, further north on the Arkansas River, and you can get a really great view of Toadsuck Lock and Dam. I'm not sure if we can get any closer to this one, because that's what that is. We're gonna have to look. Is that a yacht? What?
Looks like it's leaning. I'm thinking if it is, it's seen better days.
You want to keep driving
We'll
and see
if
we can?
Yeah, we'll go through the zigzag thing and see if anybody yells at us.
If somebody yells, I'm gonna tell him it was his idea. Y'all remember that?
I think that's it, but see, I don't think there's a highway over there. It's not like a bridge, so it's
Right.
It's not
like
one you drive over.
Toadsuck that you drive over.
So there is no. It's just like a little. You can see it, but there is no concrete on either side because it's just standalone.
It's like Ormond.
Yeah.
There's
no road on each side.
We filmed a full tour of Ormond Lock and Dam on the Arkansas River near Morrilton and Petit Jean State Park. If y'all haven't seen that, go watch it after this video. But it seems to be like this one. There's not a bridge over it that you can drive over. So I bet it's gated to where we can't go.
That was the first dam tour we did with the Corps, so forgive some of the editing, but
Hey, it was good editing.
There's also Greer's Ferry and Bull Shoals on the channel, and those are excellent videos about other dams.
The editing on that video is actually good. The problem was we didn't have a GoPro yet, but the information is all excellent. See them, but there's fighter jets. There's two of them flying side by side. Fighter jets over there. You think they're going like to the airport in Little Rock? They're down below the trees. Sorry, babe.
That's all.
All right, go right.
A fishing boat went this way. We were by the boat ramp.
Just now?
Yeah, a bass boat went this way, so I don't know if he's putting in behind the fence or there's another ramp down here.
Keep going. Maybe there's a road to the left or right.
This is. Why would they have this thing? I mean, there should have been a sign that said no entry. There wasn't. I don't know why it's this zigzag thing.
It didn't say no Timothy's.
It did not.
It did not.
Also,
So it must mean Timothy's welcome.
that's the standard if there's no sign. Oh, there's the boat. It took his boat over there. So maybe that's how you. This is how you. Aha! This is how you can see it. We can get over here and see it, and it's on each side. There is the. See, that's what's weird. That's the. Here's road closed. So I guess this means don't go past this.
Okay.
You can see how the locks and gates over here are weird looking because there is no road on top or in front. So it just concrete starts straight up, and it has all the gates, and that's it. It's just stand there and cross the river, but there is no road attached to it.
So there's not a whole lot to see. There's not like I wish there was like a viewing area or a overlook, but there's not. And without the right credentialed people with us today, Jay, I don't think we're gonna get very far. So behind me here would be the lock.
The wall, yeah.
This is the lock wall where boats can lock through and continue on. And personal watercraft can go through these locks. It's free to go through. But when you're camped at places like Toadsuck and Maumelle, there's no dam or lock and dam at Maumelle, but it's on the river. This wind is taking my breath away. You can watch the barges go by. And from where we are at Willow Beach, if you look far enough to the left, you can see the barges going by in the main channel.
See, they have a John boat hanging, I guess for emergencies to access maybe the lock wall or something.
Oh yeah.
Just looked up. I don't know what these clouds are called. Some meteorologist needs to tell us, but it's incredible. I don't know how to pick it up, but it looks like solid, no gaps, but like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's like plastic wrap. I don't know, what do you call it?
Plastic wrap cloud.
I mean, it's crazy. It's just solid sheet of textured something. It's incredible.
So since we can't go to Plum Bayou State Park today, the goal today is to drive to Keogh and see what we can find there. We'll pass through Scott on the way, and we're just going to go on an adventure, and we're going to take you with us naturally. So this is just going to be a little small town drive-through out here in the Delta. One thing that we did do day before yesterday is we went to the Plantation Agricultural Museum State Park, and we saw that. It was absolutely amazing because they had Japanese drums out there. I'm going to show you what went down while we were there. is a very unique Arkansas State Park. There's no camping or anything like that here. There aren't trails. This is the Plantation Agricultural Museum, so there's all sorts of exhibits inside that teach you about cotton in Arkansas, cotton gins. There's a building over here that is full of machinery. Just a really cool place to come and get your passport stamped.
Thank you.
Taffy. One piece of taffy.
What flavor?
Cherry.
Cherry.
This is a 50-pound bag of cotton demonstration to show you how heavy it was for the people working in the fields. Wouldn't want to take that very far.
Keep going.
No. Now you try. One arm. Straight up.
I did it.
2 arms. You're using 2. Two.
One-handed.
You just, are you kidding? You just held the
One-handed.
other arm.
That's irrelevant.
One arm.
Hold on, I bet I can.
One arm.
I'm gonna sling it over my shoulder.
Just try to lift it up.
You did it! Sheesh.
You used your legs. I didn't.
Oh well. Okay, so this sign over here says that Lucy, at age 10, and her siblings needed to work together to haul 100-pound bags, and that was 50.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. So her and her sister had to lift it together to empty it into the bin in the storage room. So she was 10, and her and her sister were lifting this together, and this is only 50. They were doing 100. That's great. They must have had amazing muscles and probably bad backs.
The drums are awesome. We're listening to the Japanese drums. We keep thinking they're done because they keep like stopping, but now they're going again. So they're not done. But we wanted to see inside this barn we haven't seen in a few years and show you what's inside of the outside exhibits. Inside the outside exhibits.
Yeah, I got that.
But it's because it's an exterior barn with stuff inside, and then over here is an actual outside exhibit with a lot of antique farming machinery. Yeah. New bathrooms. Those were not here, I don't think, the last time we were here. Look nice.
It is March 21st, I think, and it's 88 degrees. It's very, very warm today, which is why Timothy's all shiny. And these buildings, I do not believe are air conditioned.
You're out of the sun, so it's not too bad.
Come on, children.
It's still substantially cooler than the sun in here.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like basement cool.
Oh yeah.
Wow, actually, if it's either air or it's just really insulated because we're down in the lower floor.
It's actually like, it's like cold concrete cool in here. Safe room, damp basement
If I remember,
cool.
I think the upstairs is where it gets warm. There's exhibits upstairs as well.
Let's not go upstairs. Moving cotton with air. So I guess that went up from here.
All the big belt.
Give us a detailed explanation of all the machinery.
I want to hear the drums. This is all for cotton production. That's
All
your
this.
All this in here.
Cotton. Continental Gin Company. Where are you? I see you. Hi. When we were listening to the drums earlier, we met a man from Jacksonville who drives all the way to England, which is right down the road from where we are now, to go to a catfish restaurant there. Apparently they have amazing catfish. I don't remember the name of it. There's 2 of them, he said, next to each other that have amazing catfish. So you'll have to Google that. If you like catfish, check out some restaurants in England, Arkansas, naturally. Okay, so this building definitely is not as cool as the other building, but I think this is the original building. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I don't even know what it is. Seed Dorch? Anyway. It's time to get fresh air.
Oh, you
That
go.
little thing. Can you roll down your window? Just a little house. I
Can you
can't
back
see
up?
'cause of that tree.
Is there somebody coming?
Just go forward.
I think, no, forward gets more weeds. Anybody coming behind me?
I don't see anybody. Okay,
If I go,
that's good. That's
if I
good.
go forward, it gets in the weeds.
Here, you hold it.
And then get your phone.
Do you ever wonder, like, how a house ends up that way? You know, like, someone moved out and then it, like, either no one bought it or it wasn't passed down to anybody, and it just...
A lot of times they're probably in bad shape when the last person leaves, so no one goes to the trouble of putting money to fix it. It just keeps going
I
down.
guess it was just old.
But you think they would at least sell the land for money? Maybe they did, and they bought the land and didn't do anything to the house.
Maybe. All
Makes
right.
you wonder if there's a farmer there on the field.
Maybe. Wouldn't it? I mean, it looked like a cool house. I wish we could have walked over there, but pretty sure it wasn't public property. Right out here on stilts over the water, you can keep going straight,
I figured you want a picture.
was a old restaurant called Cotums. Cotham 'S. And it had been there for, it was an old general store. I think it had been there for like 100 years. Don't quote me on that. Long time though. And I think the same original 100-year-old dust was still in it, but they turned it into a restaurant.
Known far and wide, politicians,
Oh yeah,
Bill
politicians,
Clinton people,
everybody ate at Cotums because we're actually not that far from Little Rock. They served hubcap burgers. You can imagine how big those were. It was amazing. Fried pickles, the whole thing.
We went before it burned down.
Yep. Well, it burned down years ago, which was really sad because it was amazing. But right over here, it looks like the concrete pillars are still in the water. I'm going to go over, see if I can get a video of it. The goal is to not get ran over. I think this is exactly where the restaurant stood. I hope the wind isn't too much. But there's brick pillars here. And the old general store and restaurant was just out over this. It's water sometimes. And then over here on this side, you either parked here on the side of the road if you were lucky enough to get a spot, or you parked over across the street here in this parking lot. Car coming. It was so cool. You'll have to look it up and read about it. Cotums in Scott, Arkansas. I think they still have, or used to have, they had another one called Cotums in the City in Little Rock. I think downtown Little Rock. I don't know if it's still there. I never went to it. But this one, big old hubcap burger. Do y'all know of another place? You know, like every state has its thing, or you know, towns have their thing. Texas, we've seen all those billboards for like giant steaks. What do y'all know of? Let us know in the comments.
And I don't know if you said it, this one actually started off as a general store, literally, and then they started serving like sandwiches to farmers, and it just kind of morphed into what it was.
Timothy thinks there's something that we should mention.
Hang on.
Is that-
Hey, wait, that wind is going to be terrible. Put the wind up. We should not be ashamed.
We should not be ashamed that we currently have clothes sloshing around in detergent in the ice chest in the back of the truck. Because we've been camping for days and we needed to do laundry. I've talked about this in a previous video, but if we can't find like a coin laundry, that's how we do laundry on the road, is we put washing soda and water and all the clothes in an ice chest, pop that lid on, and would drive around.
And we heard about this from like some full-time A-class people who put it like
Yeah.
in their shower, in their A-class, like in a trash can or whatever.
A clean one.
But some bucket, but the agitation, obviously, like we were just on gravel road, and I said, we're getting some good agitation for our washing right now, because it was really getting agitated, but it really does, a lot of movement, same thing, it works really well.
So that's how you explore small towns and road trip and do your laundry at the same time. Just put it in the back of the truck. But yeah, so the people I read about, they used a clean, new trash can with a snap-down lid. And they did laundry in the shower of their A-class while they toured the United States.
We can call
Hold
it
on.
We can call it wash and ride. It is cool that's happening while you're driving around.
Yeah,
You can see at least the front of the park. How far is it down this road? I forget.
I do not know.
I wish you could at least see the mounds when the visitor center's closed, but I think that's all gated off.
So this is the turn in for the Plum Bayou
Right on
Mounds
Castle Road.
State Park. Lola's mad at you.
Yeah.
We're gonna see if we can see anything from the parking lot. I mean, you
Continue
have
on
to.
Arkansas 386 for 1 mile.
Yeah, there's one there, so we can at least.
There's a
we
mound
can see it
there.
without walking around. Who needs to walk in?
Who needs to go in the visitor center and get that stamp I'm missing?
I can see.
Oh, I wonder if they have a rub.
I'm sure, but I can see mounds from here.
Any of you kids have a crayon?
Probably.
Probably. Surely we have a
Use a
crayon.
pen.
Okay, so the state park is closed today, but the gate was partially open. So I'm just gonna get a quick shot of this mound over here so that you can see it. And then we'll just have to come back another day when it's not closed. Y'all stay here on the gravel. I'm gonna walk through the grass.
Mounds behind me. Put them.
see them.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
There's paved. Did you say paved already?
No.
Nice paved lots, maybe over a mile of paved trail that goes around. There's more mounds you can't see from this view since we're technically not legally in. We're out of the fence. But more mounds, and the very back there's like a swamp with cypress trees and a boardwalk. Pretty cool, but do not come when it's hot. Not cool when it's hot.
It's not cool when it's hot. It's hot when it's hot.
This
It's
place-
bad. You will roast
this
out
place
here
is
on a
straight
summer
sun.
day. Not a tree in there. There's trees out here, but not there. All right, at Arkansas State Parks, you can get a stamp in your passport, but we forgot our passports, and they're closed anyway on Mondays. But they have a little rub here, and we dug up a piece of paper, and we're gonna do our rub.
Here we go. Move your penis.
Well, I'm trying not to let it slide. Woo! Did it! We got our rub. So now it's so windy.
It's windy. We'll see how this dead cat's working because the wind is nuts. This is what you call when traveling an epic fail. Closed on Monday when we came for the good weather and didn't bring our passports. We had to do a rub. So it's just like everything that could have went wrong kind of did with this whole stop.
That's what it's about, right? You just go. We've got snacks in the back of the truck. We have a whole big jug of water.
I don't know if it's
So you just see what happens.
I don't know if it's one of the travelers we watch. Someone that says pivot. You have to just pivot when this stuff goes wrong.
Yep, you just pivot and keep going. So we walked up to the visitor center and I tried to see if the doors were unlocked, but they weren't. And I peeked in, nobody was there. So we went to leave, and then this lady who works there came out and said we're closed on Monday, which we knew, but we told her that we were camping nearby and hoping we could film a little. She said no. It's a protected site, and if with no one on duty,
So red tape.
there's red tape, and I guess they wouldn't know. Timothy thinks they wouldn't know if we had shovels or not, and we were gonna top off the mounds. So next time, but we got the rub, that's what matters, and we're gonna continue on and see how much trouble we can get into in Keogh, I would go right. No, left. Yep.
Because we're
Right.
off of our route to go here.
Yeah.
That's the route up there. Glad I didn't listen to you. We'd be going the wrong way.
But we'd be having fun.
In the wrong place. The wrong time.
Apparently the town was on the right and we completely missed it. Oh, you can't turn here.
I can pull
It's
in.
blocked off.
We
Or there.
the whole blink and miss it. We literally blinked and
Yeah.
missed it, so we're
Make
turning
it quick.
around.
There's traffic coming.
I thought I was gonna wait for them.
Oh. I guess.
What if I can? Oh, there's a turn lane. This truck turns so poorly that I won't be able to get out of the traffic. Maybe the turn lane I can back up. Man, there's a lot of traffic coming actually.
There's been like no traffic all day, and we make a wrong turn, and there they all are.
I think this is one of those days where everything's gonna be a little bit off.
It's okay. We have cheese sticks and peanut butter sandwiches.
Good, 'cause I'm already hungry after our weird lunch. Late, early.
Seriously, a ton of traffic.
Why would there be this much traffic out here?
They're all going somewhere.
Good grief.
No, after the white one.
What? I mean, what are the odds on a road like this there'd be 30 cars back to back?
Okay, get ready. Okay, go after the white.
Okay, I can't get in the road.
All right, don't move.
I gotta watch so bad at turning, I can't.
Nobody's coming.
I gotta wait for all these people because I don't have room. Good?
Good.
Wow. Now there's no, look at this. Now show both ways. Show both directions. Nobody? Look this way. Nobody. There was 1 minute today where there was cars both ways for 4 minutes, and it was when we were sitting there waiting to get out. Unbelievable.
Don't miss your turn.
Left.
Yeah.
There's a slide. There hasn't been anybody come down the other way. We just waited. Still, there's no one down that entire road for 2 miles.
Cool. Closed.
I think we're in downtown. We should probably park. Post office.
Post office. City Hall. Pull right here. Park here.
The book box.
So we all need to go to the bathroom. I don't think there's a single thing open
But
today.
I found a porta potty.
Timothy thinks it's a good idea to use the porta potty, the abandoned looking porta potty, next to this building. There.
You'll be fine. It's adventurous.
What? No. Oh my gosh. Random porta potties are one of my least favorite things.
Don't you hate it when I'm right? See, they just put it here because they don't want the smell by the playground. It's not that it's a bad look. It's in nice shape, paper and chemicals. As far as porta potties go,
As far
it's
as
modern,
porta potties
and it
go,
was put here
yeah.
recently. Well, it is next to this, which is interesting, like some kind of historic building.
I wonder what that is. Keogh Commons.
Hey, hey,
What?
here we go. This is the best way to start a small town tour. That is actually, in all seriousness, the nicest porta potty, best smelling, cleanest I've ever been in. So here it is.
It's dependable.
It's really nice. Smells good. Has paper and sanitizer. Can't ask for anything more in a porta potty than that.
Okay. I'll hand it to you. You're right.
You said.
In all fairness, I think it's one of the best porta potties I've ever been to. 10 out of 10, Keogh.
You said
for your porta
abandoned.
potties.
Don't go there. I said it looks fine.
Well, I mean,
Well, yeah. I mean,
it's
it looks, but this is actually some kind of, I'm sure, historic structure. This is kind of cool. And then we have the we have the old gin antiques, which is closed, but that looks really cool. That's obviously, I guess the building is an old gin, therefore old gin antiques. Tall roof. I'm sure it used to be cotton gin or some other kind of agricultural gin. But anyway,
that looks like a very cool building. Wish it was open. Apparently Monday is not the time to be in Keogh. But look at this.
Well, this is a gin. Wind is crazy, so I'm sure this was to store something that worked with the gin.
Now it's time to find, well, there's an awesome park here in Keogh, which I follow the mayor of Keogh on Facebook, so I've seen all about this park, and I believe they have bikes that on loan, so we're gonna get some bikes and make some they're
Loaner bikes.
for loaner bikes. So we're gonna loan some bikes. Borrow. We're gonna borrow some bikes.
It's English.
And then
loan, borrow, it's different words.
we're gonna be taking advantage of the loaners, and then
Which means you're a borrower.
we're gonna be a borrower, and then we're gonna make some peanut butter sandwiches. We've got partial loaf of bread, and we're gonna make peanut butter sandwiches. Because we always have something handy for a picnic. But I forgot a butter knife, so I'm having to do it with a serrated knife. Go, buddy, go! There she goes. There she goes. How is it? Good. They have these are the loaner bikes we already told you about, and then this whole nice little park here. This is a really cool little, really cool city park. Okay, the kids thoroughly enjoyed the loaner bikes, and now I want to show y'all what's on the side of this building. Look at that! How cool is that? I love these advertisements. I'm assuming what? He's like, you know, like if you did like an old, I don't know, Western movie, and there's always this guy who awkwardly walks by in the background. This one extra they used over and over again, I think that would be him.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm assuming, babe, this is root beer?
Park,
Yeah, they're talking about root beer, and then some sort of liniment. Leak Chemical Company from Keogh. I wonder if I can hold it. There. We sat for a long time in the pavilion at the park and talked to this really nice lady who brought all of her great nieces and nephews to play. And she's from England. And I asked her like where she grocery shops. That's one of the cool things to me about traveling in small towns, is learning like where do people grocery shop, and like where do the kids go to school? Does that town have its own school? Apparently England, which is just down the road, has its own school.
And Harps.
And a Harps grocery store. But she shops there some, but she mostly drives 40 minutes to North Little Rock to shop at Walmart for like the bulk of stuff. But then here in Keogh, I don't think Keogh has their own school. I think they all go to England school. We're walking down here to the end of the street to see what's down here. And it's these things. Are these silos, babe?
Yeah, something for grain or
Grain?
something. Check it out.
It's cool.
That's cool. And then, ooh, there's a really old water tower here.
Look at that. That is cool.
It looks like another gin or some kind of agricultural building. I saw a really cool old newspaper vending box I'll show you on the way over here.
Keogh is the pecan capital of Arkansas, and every fall they have a festival, which we've not been to yet, but I've seen great things about it online. Is it?
Yeah. Look at the over here, the font and stuff. It's pretty cool.
It is cool.
I mean, obviously, not too long ago, because 75 cents $1.25 is pretty close to the price now, but it's just aged and got some cool patina on it.
Oh, look at you. What are you, a picker?
Yeah. Small Town Arkansas tour. That's awesome.
Just a John Deere going down Main Street.
Doing what he does.
I guess he's going to those silos that we showed.
Or the field, I don't know.
Something. That's pretty cool.
When you're out driving the back roads of Arkansas, you've got to take it slow or you'll miss all the treasures. The city parks, historic buildings, friendly people, and yes, even the porta potty experiences. Life is a series of journeys. Sometimes it goes as planned, and sometimes you have to pivot. But it's always worth it. So pack a loaf of bread and a jar of peanut butter and see what you can find.
We had to switch campsites, so we're not on the riverside anymore. We're on this is not a lake. What is this? Pond side?
I don't know. It's a
marshy area.
offshoot of the river. I don't know what they call it.
That's what we're on, and there's geese over there. So that's fun to watch. The Arkansas River is across the street now. But this is, what side are we in?
20.
F20. This is actually a really great site because the bathroom's over there. Can you see the bathroom? Yeah. The bathroom's over there. That's really convenient. Because these sites don't have sewer. So even if you do have a traditional camper, there's no sewer here. So there's a lot of people. There was a guy camped in a fifth wheel across the street for a long time, but he still seemed to go over there and shower. Lots of people down through here seem to still come over here to use the bathrooms. This obviously is where we've been showering. We went the other night, and I took video of that for you. We walked down to the shower house so we can take our showers before dark. So I'm gonna show you real quick what it looks like in here. This one actually has a changing table for kids, metal toilet, they actually stock toilet paper, sink, hand dryer. There's a soap holder, they never have soap in them. This is the shower, and a bench. And the way they usually work here at Core Campgrounds is you have the top shower head and you have the bottom, which I believe was probably handicap accessible, but it's also great for the kids. And another bench. We've been in town all day and we are thoroughly exhausted from running around. So it's a good campfire night. And I've got baked potatoes, so we're gonna do like loaded baked potatoes and just hang out by the fire.
In the next episode, we're taking the back roads south to another campground on the Arkansas River. We've never been there, but it ends up being one of the best experiences we have ever had, even though the journey to get there was unexpected.
That's how you get blowed up.
If you watched until the end, put code word portapotty in the comments section. A huge shout out to our Patreons and channel members for supporting this channel. We appreciate you. See you next time.